Okay. I don't know what we're gonna do tonight yet, but started the stream. I can barely keep my eyes open, but yeah, I wanted to hang out a little bit tonight. Don't actually know what the teams are. I think it's William Test and LRL and Yellow. Peak. Hey, what's up, Ghost? How you doing tonight, man? Let's go. I haven't played I haven't been off of ladder. It's been a while since I've even observed BGH, so being here feels weird already. Ugh. What's up? Not a whole lot going on. I'm fighting sleep right now, but I finally got a little bit of time off today, like a little bit of a chance to recover, to kind of chill in the evening for once. So yeah, wanted to chill and hang out. Struggling already though. Hey, what's up, Frederico? What are you guys up to? I might not play. If I do, I probably won't play very much tonight. We'll see. We'll see what I end up in the mood for. So Rel's getting targeted by Dio. Cool. Probably won't watch this whole game either. They tend to take forever. And then red, purple. Okay. Yeah, we got the teams figured out now. It's 2v2v 2v2, yeah. Turn around trying to target the vultures here. Mines did come up though, but he does have an overlord here, which is really nice. Black is getting hit here. His teammate was Lily here. A little bit slow coming out. Going straight to lurkers for yellow. Test should be fine. I love this right here. I love doing moves like this as well. It makes it harder to, yeah, because of this, right? It, really messes with the AI and stuff. So I respect that move. So he is actually taking a little bit of probe damage, it looks like. Supply's really low down to 26. Meanwhile, Rel's kind of pushing through in this on his own. Lings are showing up. It looks like 12 will be dead. If they secure a 12 and yellow gets to move topside, then they'll pretty much sit there and chill. And they'll be in pretty good shape. Nobody else will have a shared choke. Actually, yeah, Tess looks dead. This is a really high goon count. I got my next CPL match. It is going to be a TVP this time, which is fun. I am going to have to practice a lot, though. My Terran's not great. We're still very much learning. So we went defensive lurkers, and they've been fighting too. They'll move topside. Expansion, I like this. Kind of tough for red. I hate 9 o'clock in this 2v2 thing. 9 o'clock is probably the worst spot to be, in my opinion. You can't really take your natural because of this mess down here. And you're just stuck in the middle. Like, if you ever step out, you're just stepping out into, like, everybody could be around here, right? I think it's the worst position by far. But he'll probably try and take... We already see the cannons here. He's going to try and take this, yeah. Just instantly. No wasted time. Hey, what's up, Rock? It's alright, I didn't even know you streamed. How you doing tonight, man? Are you rare? Yeah, I didn't know. I'm doing pretty good. I'm tired, I'm sleepy, but I'm happy. I was in the mood to stream, hang out a little bit, so I just started a stream, and I don't know if I'll do very much or for very long, but we'll see. Do you play ladder, or what do you play? I got enough for a Nexus. I don't know what game in the series I was watching, but I caught a little bit of your series versus Snow and I laddered. Gotcha. Yeah, we had that series was a good series. We had really good games. Like the whole series was just a really good series. I just wish I could have practiced more, you know what I mean? It was a bad week for me because I signed up for the matches and then it kind of got dropped on me on Tuesday that all of a sudden I was gonna have to run the whole thing solo. Hey, what's up, Lucetti? You've been here before. How you doing? But yeah, we had a really, really good series. Like, I did better than I thought I was going to. Oh, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Foreign Pro, he's a Terran. Oh, okay. Just a fan of rocks, gotcha. And now mine? Wow. So you ladder too then? You have... What's your MMR then? I'm curious now. So this match is... Definitely the ones in the lead are magenta and red. You're 1400 right now, mid 1400s. So you don't stream often, but do you actually ladder often still? Or a little bit of kind of chill? 2200? Oh wow. It's pretty solid. 2200 Terran. I respect that. Yeah, my match this week is going to be a TVP. And my Terran's like... My TVP is probably like 1750, honestly. 1750, 1800. But we'll practice a ton this week and we'll see how we do. I don't have a lot of practice with Terran yet, so... Maybe. But I don't know the guy that I'm against. I've never heard of him before. Hey, what's up? I still never know. Is it a Tyser? Edisser. I feel like I've asked you this like 10 times. I can never remember. Maybe a Tyser. I think that's what it was. I think that's what we agreed upon. It was on a hiatus of like 6 days in a laddering daily. That's pretty good though, laddering daily. That's definitely something I really struggle with and wish I could get better about. At least 5 games a day. That's pretty solid. Because that'll give you like a couple games to warm up. And then a few like solid games, right? Definitely one thing I feel like I struggle with is when I'm laddering, and maybe it's partially because I don't ladder a whole lot, but it's like I like peak after a few games and then I just get worse and worse and worse and it's like I can't focus anymore. Yo, what's up, Koos? But the thing about that's always just been, I try to push through it, because like sometimes I want to do long ladder streams, it just doesn't seem possible. Like ladder just wears me out, man. But I think about like in a tournament setting or something. People call me both variants, so I don't react anymore, gotcha. But it's like in a tournament setting, you don't get to be like, hey guys, I'm kind of tired today, so we like try tomorrow, maybe I'll feel better, right? You don't get to say that. Like if you're playing bad, it's just like, dude, figure it out and play good enough. So I try to like keep that mentality when I try to push through, but it never works. At some point my brain is like, I'm not focused anymore. Yeah, that's exactly it, right? It's just a completely loose focus. Same with exams, yeah. Two hatch Lurker Defiler while expending 12. I kind of like it. Rel's on like a really healthy 3 base economy right now. Probe count looks really good. Red's going up to 3 though, as well. The thing is this team is kind of hurting the Protoss squad, so they might be able to actually stop the tosses from winning. Because as Yellow gets more and more time, he's going to get really strong really suddenly. So the exams, you know what you're getting into. Ladder's like a box of chocolates. True. I did have my second match. I don't know if you guys saw my second match against Snow, the one that I won. he got kind of aggravated, understandably. Like, I feel like I did the thing that pisses people off that Protoss players do. But here's the thing. I recognized after the first game, like after game 1, I was like, okay, Snow is a lot better than me. Just straight up, he's a much better player than me. So if I played him straight up and just like we did mechanics versus mechanics, I was never gonna win. So I tried to predict him, okay, and I just did a blind counter. It was like an educated blind counter, okay? I was on a stream once and he was talking to one of his buddies in chat about how much he hates the map Ascension. And I don't like it either, but I think it's really bad for Terrans. And he also has known that I've died to every timing attack he's ever done to me when we played our matches before, just like playing normal games, practicing. He killed me with timing attacks every single time. So I was like, okay, he absolutely hates this map. He's gonna go for a timing attack. So I did 4 gateway before 3rd expansion, and then he just blind countered his timing push. I still barely won with this massive advantage that I got. Like it still was like I had like 8 units or something at the end when he GG'd. And like one, like half of a mining base basically. Like it got really, really tight. Yeah. But the game, like game 1 was just... Yeah, game 1 just really like showed me that I just was not good enough to play against Snow in a like normal, straight up match, so... I had to do something super risky, and... I don't want to say stupid because it worked, right? but in a normal situation, that would not be a good thing to do. But we had a really good series, and I actually had a lot of fun. It's like the first time I've ever lost a series and had fun. Is that Ozzy DeHockey, the famous BGH YouTuber? What's up, Ice? Gotta take every advantage you can get. Yeah, but that's why I don't want to like credit myself too much, but I'd like to give myself a little bit of credit, because like that was the thing. I recognized he is a lot better than me, so I have to do something different, right? Is this Genshin RTS? No. Is that a play on the Genshin Souls-like? Code Vein? What do you mean the title's a lie, by the way? What's a lie about it? We're chilling. We're observing and hanging out and chatting. Leonidas? You don't have to. Title says Oh, I see. It didn't update. Yeah, I guess I didn't hit OK or something. It didn't update properly. I think my YouTube ones. Yeah, my YouTube updated. Yeah, my bad. Almost want to restart the stream to get the title right. I changed it now then. Oops. Yeah, I just now changed it when you said something. I did not realize that it did not update properly. I already had it on copy-paste, that's why I was able to do it quick. I might play some BGH tonight. I haven't played BGH in a while, but I'm also kind of in the mood to ladder. But I don't want to I don't want to get on ladder and play random matchups with Terran right now. So it's a little bit of a conundrum, I guess. It's not really the right word. You know what I'm going for. I tried asking teammates for a TVP practice, but I got no response. Goose, unless you want to play Protoss. Why don't you pick up Protoss right now and let's practice? I mean, my parents not great. So do you know, by chance, who Grast is? It's a cool hoodie. Yeah, thanks. I actually really like this one. I got it a pretty long time ago, but I love the like neon green color on the inside. I think it's really cool. Play a few games if I want. Would you actually? I mean, I'll play. We can play like actual PvT, even though it's not our actual matchup. Probably good to practice a little bit of everything. When's the last time have you ever played Protoss on ladder? The ladder off stream just a few games to keep sharp. Yeah, I'm gonna try and do that this week. I'm gonna try to practice daily. Plans to kick an ear for tonight? Okay, yeah, that's cool. I was trying to get Dizzy to match up with me. We'll see if he comes to life anytime soon. Because he has a PvT and I have a TVP, so we should definitely practice. Played it a few times, gotcha. Why do you need practice when you're the best StarCraft player to have ever existed? Ice, why are you here? You're so troll. Okay, this actually is getting kind of interesting. The TOS Terran over here actually is getting pretty strong right now, and they're kind of chilling while everybody else is fighting. It's gonna try to go up to Arbiter. Like, if they fight long enough, if these two fight long enough against these two, then there's a legitimate chance that this Terran TOS team comes back and wins. That's part of, like, these game modes. They can go on for so long, because it feels like you have to kill people, like, 1,000,000 times. Yeah, it is, Rock. Thing is Red's, like, pretty much dead. I don't think I've asked how you got into StarCraft. Oh, man. It's not really like a special story for it, I guess. When I was a kid, because how old was I when it came out? God, when did it come out? Hang on, let's find out. $1998, so I was 11. Okay, I thought I was 11. Well, I was 10. Okay, so I was 10 years old. Yeah, I was 10. Gamer's older than you, yeah. Okay, so I was 10 years old. My brother got it. Up to that point, I'd never seen an RTS before. Like, I'd never, like, seen Command & Conquer or, like, Warcraft and that stuff. So this was the first RTS I ever saw, and when I saw it as a kid, I don't know what it was, but something about it, I just immediately became like obsessed with it. And I do mean like obsessed, like. And but my brothers made it so much worse. So they didn't want me to play, just to be brothers. They were just kind of being douches about it. And he would hide his CD like in his room and stuff all the time. And like whenever they were like at work or something, I would always go into his room to like try and find it. And I usually found it. And then I would play until they got home, and then they would like beat me up for it. And I didn't care. I took the beating every single day that I could find the game. It was worth it to me. But it's so funny remembering, like, looking back at it, because it's like I remember as a kid, that survive for 30-minute campaign mission was, like, impossible. And when I play it now, it's like, dude, how can you lose? Like, I feel like you can't lose. But I used to think it was impossible. Like, it took me, like, weeks to beat that mission. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Crazy to think. Game was older than me. This game was the best thing I'd ever seen when I first saw my cousin play it. Yeah, exactly. Right? It was like when it first came out, it was like... Yeah, I played the campaign since early... 00s. I should try again. 2000? Yeah, I actually want to do a full playthrough, so I never finished StarCraft 2 campaign. I finished all the way up through Heart of the Swarm, but I never played Legacy of the Void. But the campaign is actually really good. I feel like StarCraft campaign is really underappreciated. Yeah. The StarCraft 2 campaign is super good. There's Brood War all races, yeah. Full story StarCraft was the first game I bought with my own money. Do you know? So you probably know. Everybody here knows that's like old enough. The like going to Walmart and buying CD key after CD key after CD key because you would like lose them or like whatever. Or you just like needed extra copies for your friends to try and get people to play with you and all that stuff. Like, God, how many copies of StarCraft did I buy in my life? How many times did I burn copies of StarCraft to give to friends to make them play with me and like give them CD keys and stuff? Or like playing offline if I had to, if I didn't have a CD key, like... Never played StarCraft 2 letter or campaign. The campaign is crazy good. I have a copy of StarCraft 1, I don't know where my Brood War CD is. That's kind of sad. Yeah, I don't have any of my original copies at all. StarCraft 2 free now, ladder games anyway. Yeah, is it? Is StarCraft 2 free now? I know the non-remastered StarCraft is free. Yeah? Huh. Huh. All of StarCraft 2 is free? Literally all of it? Like, you can buy all 3 expansions and it's free? Or, like, not buy, I guess, but you, like, that's kind of crazy. Huh. When did that happen? It's nice, then. Yeah, Ice, you can finally play StarCraft. How exciting. So the only... That's kind of funny if you think about it. The only StarCraft, then, that costs money right now is remastered. Like the old one. Kind of funny. I used to share my Half-Life CD keys so we could all play Counter-Strike on LAN. Yeah. Pre-ordered remastered. Even if you're not into, like, ladder for StarCraft 2, I do strongly recommend the storyline. If you ever played the campaign for Original and Brood War, they do a really, really good job with the campaign on StarCraft 2. Like, they put a lot of effort into it. And it's genuinely a good story. I haven't finished it, but I know up through Heart of the Swarm, I actually really liked it a lot. But I'm gonna do like a marathon stream at some point where I'd start with the original StarCraft and just go through all of the campaigns. So I'll go through all of it, and then when I get to Legacy of the Void, I can experience it like real time with you guys, I guess. It'll take a long time, but we'll do it. I remember playing around 1998. I remember that there were massive updates in the beginning. Yeah, they had to make a bunch of balance patches. It's kind of weird to think about, like, a spawning pool used to be 150 minerals. You know how broken that was for, like, the longest time? That was a huge problem. Yeah, I'm really happy about the remaster. Is it this one? This one, right? This is what we used to get. This used to be our StarCraft right here. It's hard to imagine. Hard to imagine anymore. Yeah, there were like a bunch of balance changes they had to make. But that was one of the like worst ones. And I always think about like an original StarCraft. I don't understand. I never saw pro play back then, but I've always wondered like how it worked. I guess people were just really bad back then, but it's like trying to imagine Terran beating Zerg without medics. It seems impossible. You know what I mean? Like, that genuinely sounds impossible to me. Like, there weren't lurkers either, but like, without medics, how would you ever break a Zerg? It sounds impossible. Yeah. Oh, was construction time bad too? And then, like, even Protoss versus Zerg. How did Protoss ever beat Muta openers? Or, like, because they didn't have Corsair. You didn't have Corsair in original StarCraft, so it's like, without Corsair, how does Protoss beat Zerg? Like, that seems crazy to me. And I remember playing games where it was like that, where, like, I would play on Python. I think that was pre-Brood War, or I played vanilla. And it was like, we didn't have Corsair, so I was doing, like, Archon rushes and stuff to try and stay alive. I didn't play Brood War even after Brood War came out, though, because I hated BTs and Lurkers. I thought they ruined the game. But even playing BGH, right? How could you ever go bio on BGH? Like, why would you... Like, how would bio ever beat mech? Or really anything? Like, yeah, this is crazy to think. Like, I kind of want to go back and see some of those games, because it just seems like we must have all been really bad at the game. Like, that's the only thing I can think of. We must have all just sucked horribly, because it doesn't make sense to me. There's absolutely no doubt no one knew what they were doing. Yeah, it's funny, because, like, in my head, I was like, oh, I guess I was a lot better when I was younger, because I won, like, 1v3 and stuff a lot. But I think it's just that the people I 1v3'd against back then were not good, and I didn't have enough, like, game knowledge or awareness to recognize that I was just beating people that were bad. And now when I play games, like, if I win, like, a 1v3 or 2v3, a lot of times I'm just like, eh. I mean, they kind of sucked. So I'm, like, not proud of it. But back then I had, like, the biggest ego over that stuff. Hey, Richard, what's going on, dude? So this game actually got kind of wild, and it might take forever. So we can either finish this game, or I can go play something. I don't know what I would play yet, but depends how interested you guys are. Also thought I was pretty good in those years, but thinking about how different the game has played since then, I definitely trash. Was definitely trash. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Like, I don't really remember, but I must have just not been as good as I thought I was. I know my APM back then was like, at the end of a game, I would average like 90 APM every game. I can't imagine moving that slow now. Like, I'm still pretty slow. Like, I'm not fast. But how did I ever win games at 90 APM? Like, 1v3s at 90 APM, right? That's how bad my competition was. Seems like the tosses might actually win. In a scrappy game, though. Yeah, I think StarCraft 2 was the beginning of me getting a little bit faster, but I made it to GM in StarCraft 2 at 120 APM. But I also think it's easier to get a higher APM in StarCraft 2. Can you hell clear my abs? Abs say? Oh boy.